California Assemblyman says about his right to disconnect bill. New proposed legislation could make employees less accessible to their bosses after hours, leaving them free to enjoy their time outside of work. Assembly member Matt Haney, Democrat, San Francisco, introduced on Monday Assembly Bill 2571, which, if passed, would make California the first state to guarantee workers a right to disconnect, eliminating the pressure to respond to calls, emails, and texts outside of working hours. The entire concept resonated with what I've seen during and after the pandemic, when the lines between when we're working and you're not have become so blurred that for many people, they have never have time to switch off, Haney said, with smartphones obscuring with boundaries between work and home life. Haney affirmed, if there had to be a villain in the story, it's the technology, not the boss. Okay, so anyway, so capitalists can you imagine this guy lives in San Francisco, tax money, most of it's coming from where? All these Silicon Valley companies that are startups, that are behemoth companies that generate a lot of jobs. It looks good for these guys, but no. Guess what? These startups, all these great startups were only built by people that work 9 to 5. You know that, right?
Of course.
I mean, great startups never happen because after 5 o'clock, they shut it down.
Of course.
They all take 2-hour breaks, lunchtime, okay? They come in 9 o'clock, but so what? If they come in at 9:45, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Some of the greatest companies in the world, all these trillion-dollar companies were founded by people who only work from 9 to 5 with a 2-hour lunch break. This guy's brilliant. Got to give this guy credit. Tom, any thoughts on this brilliant guy right here that wants people to, not have people communicate with them after hours?
Anyway, Assemblyman Haney here, I think has got it all wrong. Wait, I'm sorry, that was Haney. I called him Haney. Well, he's a complete ass, so maybe that makes sense. I think when you sit back there and you try to cross, the lines here, somewhere between, an intention about life, work-life balance and reality, this guy, is two bong hits short of logic, because he's sitting there saying to himself, I want to help people, that the whole problem is people need work-life balance. Well, then have a different job, take a job that doesn't require you to do that. There's plenty of jobs, maybe government jobs. Be a cop. When you're off duty, you're off duty. You've set your gun aside and you don't work. Maybe find a job like that. But meanwhile, other people have thriving careers and things are going, because guess what? Life can be, things happen after hours. Servers stop after hours. And if you're in IT, you fix it. And guess what? You get a bonus because you're really good at it. So there's something to be said for work-life balance. There's something to be said for, technology limits and things like on kids, so that they don't just, vegetate and skip homework and stuff. But this guy's going to put a bill in place that basically impacts the availability of workers in their free time. Number one, this doesn't work. And number two, this is just completely wrong-headed.
Vinny, thoughts on this?
I don't have. I just concur with whatever Tom said. I agree 100%.
After Tom's Haney joke, I think we got to put him up on Thursday night.
I want
to audition. I want to get there.
Well, let me tell you what happened here. I was watching a video of, what do you call it? What's his name? Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's sharing on the Adam Schefter, which I don't know if you know who Adam Schefter is.
Of course, Adam Schefter.
Schefter is phenomenal.
NFL.
Yeah, NFL. Phenomenal.
Incredible.
He's a guy that when you watch him, it's incredible on what he says, what he does. I just really like the way he gives his commentary. He says he shows the business card that Jim Harbaugh passed down from Harbaugh's father, Jack, on what the rules are. These are the rules we follow. So if you type in, Rob, Jim Harbaugh rules for life business card, okay? These are the rules for life business card. Let me read them to you. By the way, this family raises studs. Studs. It doesn't matter which son it is. They're all studs. Maybe the father knows how to raise leaders. So Mr. Haney, out of San Francisco, let me read you his father's values that he shared. Let me read them to you. Ready? Let's go through a couple of them here together. Number one, seek first the kingdom of God, and all else will be added onto you. Number two is attack each day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. Number three, who could possibly have it better than you? The answer, of course, is what? Nobody. And by the way, if you've ever seen Jim Harbaugh do this with his player, who has it better than us? Nobody, right? Yep. Number four, better today than yesterday. Better tomorrow than today. Number 5 and 6 are two of my favorites, he says. 5, heroes have no days off. You want to be a hero? Heroes have no days off. Maybe some of you that are watching are saying, what an extreme position to take. You watch their two sons' dreams become a reality, whooping some ass, one with Baltimore Ravens, I believe, and the other one with Michigan. And the guy almost took a regular quarterback, Kaepernick, to Super Bowl and won a championship, Tom, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. He was the coach there, right, with San Francisco 49ers.
Yes. Well, the Har Bowl was both Harbaughs. Imagine his pride. He had two sons competing against each other in the Super Bowl.
Sick. Right. Think about that. Let me continue here, right? Heroes have no days off, okay? Next, 6, your fate is in your hands. Nobody controls your fate but you. Number 7, think, innovate, find solutions. By your talent and effort, you will be known. By your talent and effort, you will be known. 8, choose a great role model. Watch them, emulate them, then make them proud. What an incredible rule. Next, 9, a smile being pleasant is a small piece of price to pay for the goodwill and affection of others. Wow. 10, discipline yourself daily to be physically fit for life. 11, great effort equals great results. 12, stop trying to win all your fights in the first round. Wow. Powerful. 13, what we do in life echoes in eternity. 14, seek long and trusting friendships by being happy and helpful for the other guy's success. That's the part about envy. I'm going to read that one more time. Seek long and trusting friendships by being happy and helpful for the other guy's success. 15, the best customer is a satisfied one. 17, the only job you start at the top is digging a hole. Wow. Everything else, you start at the flipping bottom. 17, the golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. 18, here's advice, ABCs for picking a good school. Academics, ball, college environment. 19, 3 keys to happiness in descending order. 3, pick a job you love. 2, outwork your competition. 1, marry wisely. 20 is the cherry on the top. Contemplating a career move, do what is best for your family personally and professionally, a place where you'll be happy and productive and where you are wanted and they like what you do and how you do it. Follow the direction. Keep doing you. It's working. God bless you and yours, Jim Harbaugh. Sure. The reigning NCAA football national champion signs off. What a freaking message. You know why I love this message? Because this guy from San Francisco is telling people to work from certain hours. Maybe they don't have a small dream like you do. Maybe they didn't want to just be a regular guy having a small little job. Who are you to dictate how big somebody wants to think and how big of a life they want to build? If a person casts a vision to a team and they go to Michigan and the guy says, you want to win a championship? Here's how we're going to be training. You want to be going into the NFL? This is what is required of you. Oh my God, that's too hard. That's too tough. Well, it's not made for everybody. Specifically not this Haney guy. It's made for people who want to go above and beyond that create hundreds of thousands of jobs worldwide, like all those businesses started in Silicon Valley that you criticize, and they didn't work only from 8 to 5. They worked their tails off. What an incredible message by the Harbaugh family to see who they're duplicating, right? Powerful when you think about the impact proper affirmations can have in you. Go ahead, Al.
I love that list. And look, my dad went to University of Michigan. I'm a Detroit guy, like born and raised in Miami, but my dad's from Detroit. This guy just won a national championship. Jim Harbaugh, he's the younger brother. He's 60 years old, Jim. Now he just took the head coaching job for the Chargers. Yep. So he's going to replace the coach that just left L.A. John Harbaugh, the older brother, he's won Super Bowl with Baltimore. That was the Harbaugh Bowl. I think it was 2012. That was Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, it was in New Orleans with the power outage.
Exactly.
Yep.
Incredible. His quarterback just won MVP this year. Yeah. So talk about resume, and it started with the father. But I'll tell you this, and I'll bring it back to basically the entrepreneurs out there. At the end of the day, you need to bet on yourself. If you are willing to pay the price. So for instance, in my field, in your field, we are commission-based. In the insurance business, the financial service business, you don't make money unless you make sales.
Yep.
Every single guy that works for PHP knows what I'm talking about. There's no salary. There's no base. And you need to say, all right, eat what you kill, get up every single day and bust your ass. And if you know that, for instance, in the insurance business, I love what you talk about, that insurance sales are made after 6 p.m., right? What percentage of insurance sales are made after 6 p.m.?
90%.
Okay.
True.
So if you're thinking you're going to work 95 in a commission-based world, you got another thing coming. You got to bet on yourself. You got to bust your freaking ass.
It's
and
just
the first
a
year is
dumb
going
policy.
Exactly.
It's a dumb policy. Again, it's a dumb policy by somebody who's not in the arena, somebody that's on the outside of the arena that wants to tell what the guy to do inside the arena. The guy in the arena is getting hit from every angle, criticized, condemned. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. You did this wrong. What about this? You're such an idiot. You're so this. All you do. And then meanwhile, the guy's like, listen, just relax. Let us perform. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. But you guys keep criticizing, screaming, hollering. We'll do our part.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.